Hello everyone, this is Andrew. We're doing a working session today on setting up a webcam using a phone, a USB cable connected to a Linux system of some sort. My phone is the Google Pixel 8a. My Linux system is Debian 12, running Debian 12. And the USB cable is USB-C connector to the bottom of the phone and to some USB-C port on the Linux box. Setting up the webcam session is really not that hard. Take it step by step. And as you can tell, I already have the webcam running. This is what my face is doing up here. And the phone has its own screen recorder, again, already running to record the session. The next chapter in this series goes into how screen recorders work, which are the tools that I use, and that would make things clear. But for this session, we simply have to bring the webcam up. So to start things going, first of all, let me, one more thing. When you see me do this, I'm doing something on the phone. When you see me look this direction, I'm looking at my Linux screen. It might give better context as we go along. And I'm going to the phone now, and I'm going to stop the webcam from service from running, and my image here should disappear any moment. All right. Okay, but you can still hear my voice. So I'm going to bring my phone down to what it normally would show on the USB preference settings menu. And that's what we'll start the session with. So now you can see the image of the phone on the screen, on the YouTube window on the left hand side, and my image is not quite there yet because I haven't turned off the webcam service that would allow Linux to display my image in a video on the right side of your screen. So let's go back to the phone, and you notice on the top left hand side, the very top row on the phone screen, there's a red icon, which means the recorder is running. And that's completely irrelevant to how to connect the webcam. It's just, I need to record the session so I can make a YouTube video out of it. But in order to get to the USB preference menu, we swipe down to and then this is good for starters. This is the Android quick settings view that you get to by swiping down. There's more to it than that, but we just need this little thing here to, when we click it, we get another opportunity to click, and here we are in the USB preferences. Another way to get here is swipe down the quick settings view twice. And at the bottom here, right next to the power button, there's a little gear thing. You click on that and you get into settings, and then here you just type in USB and you will see the USB preferences. It's actually showing here, but if it weren't, then by typing in USB, you can get to it, and there it is. So I'm going to click this. And here for this particular operation, these two don't mess with them because they will change according. I mean, that's strictly speaking not what they actually do, but we need to get here to this section of the menu, and to start the webcam service, all we have to do is click on webcam. Right now it's set to no data transfer. It could very well be set to the top item, which is file transfer, Android Auto, or anything else. But if you want the webcam, click on the webcam item, second one from the bottom, and here we go. Now, what this has accomplished so far is basically on the USB, through the USB cable, the phone is advertising, I got a video stream for you, or whatever it's actually saying is a mystery to me. But it's basically advertised. It basically has a webcam service ready to connect for somebody to connect to with. So we go to Linux now, and in order to actually show the image, I have a script which I'm going to run, and that's called ref camera, if you see on the top line there. And I will show you the script in a moment. And here I am. Okay, so I'm going to put myself over all the way on the right. The phone screen is all the way on the left, which means that this whole area here is available for me when I'm editing the video to make comments if I think it's necessary for clarity or because I have something funny to say. And with me, you can never know. But what you're seeing now is basically the MPV utility, which comes with Debian. You probably have to use, well, I'm not sure if you have to use apt install, but it's part of the apt repository. So if you don't have the MPV utility, you can get it by saying apt install MPV, and magic happens. So that's displaying basically the webcam, and the webcam is running at this point, obviously. In order to get the output from the camera, I don't want to be distracted with this. So just bear with me for a second while I reorganize my screens here. Oh, I'm gone. Okay, now this I'm going to take away and put down here in the corner where it's not going to distract us. My apologies for doing all this housekeeping while you guys are here. And here we are. So aside from providing kind of blue that I like as a background, I can also do regular Linux utilities here, and they obviously work. And I can also clear the screen and show you my face again. And okay, so the phone is here, and it's actually being recorded right now. So when I look on the screen while recording this, I actually don't see it, but I know it's going to be there because I'm going to put it there. Area for displaying various things, and but the webcam is running. So what to do next? As it turns out, there are a couple of settings that you actually can do while the webcam is running. And so going back to the phone now, I'm going to swipe down from the top to get the quick settings view screen, and then I'm going to see in the webcam item right under the red recording item, tap to preview and configure, which is what I'm going to do now. So, there we go. Hello. Or in this case, hello. And you'll see there's two things. One is you can rotate the camera, and I haven't quite discovered. Okay, I've had a couple of times where it actually comes up upside down, and I'm still not sure, and I haven't bothered to take the time to discover if the reversing of the image, so it's either on the side or upside down, is caused by something in MPV, or if it's delivered that way by the phone. And all I have to do is basically restart the web camera with a rotation option, and it turns out right side up when I need to. So that's something for me to discover if it ever becomes important. If anybody has comments to make about that, please use the comment section under the video, under the video on YouTube, and that would be appreciated. The options at the bottom of the screen, when you're looking at the back, there are, in other words, the back camera, there are 3 zoom options. This is closer, this is much closer. That's just a wall over there. And I'm going to go back to 1.0, and you can rotate the phone back and forth. So this is what I meant it to be for the webcam, or if I wanted to photograph some ship on the seas in the distance, I would use this camera, which is the back camera, the main camera, and that would be the image there. So let's go back to the front, since we're doing webcam for the purposes of seeing my face. And the only other comment I have to make is how to stop the camera, because there are 2 things going. One, there is the view camera, the webcam camera viewer, MPV, which is the process which is running this, and this is running on Linux, getting all the data, the video data from the Android phone through the USB cable. The other thing that's running is the phone has that service which is providing the video showing whatever it is you want to show on the Android phone to Linux. So the best way to actually stop the recording is on the phone. I'm going to swipe down from the top, and you see the item right under the recording screen item is to get that option for configuring the camera. The next one here, device connected, is where you tap and then tap again to get back into USB preferences. And then all you have to do to turn off the camera is to pick one of these 6 options: file transfer, USB tethering, FTP, MIDI. Webcam is selected. Let's just basically click on this, no data transfer, and immediately that file system, which is no longer mounted, shows up, and there's probably an error message waiting for me somewhere saying it couldn't mount it, which is all regular Linux business. So let's get out of this, and we're still recording, but for now all we're recording is this square area here. And for this session, I picked the Kazam recording utility, which I like almost as much as I like Simple Screen Recorder. and I think it actually does a better job with audio, which is why I'm using it right now. And in order for me to say goodbye properly, I should do this. Hello again, and this is the end of the session. Invite you to watch some of the other videos. At the time of this recording, I'm still going through recording more and more stuff, and I've got a hefty amount of videos that I actually need to make into a real YouTube video, which means I have to do an introduction, I have to follow some steps and so on that those videos actually don't yet have. So please be patient with how quickly these sessions are coming out, and hope to see you on the next one, and have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye. And now we're going to stop the simple screen recorder.